Hey peeps, we are back. We are talking the Real Housewives of New York, season 13, episode 10. So before we get into the show, on Wendy Williams, she did mention that there's a lot going around in the media stating that the show is thinking of firing Ramona for next season. She said that they are saying that she is a real headache to production. She's also the highest paid New York housewife, and they believe that she may be a little racist. She may be stuck in a bubble and not willing to learn or think outside of her elite box that she lives in. And of course, all of this is alleged. I don't know this woman personally. However, if they decided to remove Ramona from the show, I do think her absence will be felt, but not by me. I don't know. I really don't. But they did say there's a lot going around in the media saying that they have absolutely decided to bring Dorinda back next season. And I am super excited about it because I have missed Dorinda. But I also said that last season when we found out she was getting the axe, that I believed that she would have a season off and she would be back, because I truly think that Andy and the rest of the production team loves Dorinda because she makes it nice. But her last season, she was drunk, she was volatile, she was rude, she was pretty despicable. And I think they just wanted her to take some time off, get some therapy, and, lay off the drinks. I follow her on Instagram, and she seems to have been doing the work. She seems like a more calm and rational Dorinda. So if they bring her back, we'll just see what happens. I'm hoping that they also bring back Tinsley next season, but no word on that yet. So on to the show. So as we know, the ladies are still in Salem. They pick up right where they left off. Pretty much all the ladies decide to just let it go and move on with the evening. At one point, Sonia was trying to be the voice of reason to Luann and Ramona, but both of the ladies kept trying to cut her off. They kept trying to change the subject. They wanted to talk about the matchmaker, and I was really proud of Sonia. She stood her ground, she stood up for herself, and she let them know, you're not going to cut me off. I'm not going to talk about the matchmaker with you. I'm going to finish this conversation as to why Ebony is speaking with you regarding race and all of these other things. And I have to say that I'm really proud of Sonia. She stood up for what she thought. She says that Luann only wanted to talk to her about the matchmaker because she was hoping the matchmaker would have somebody for her because she's just using Garth as a tool. Well, I don't know how well she used it because Garth is gone and she's on to somebody new now. So good luck to everybody. Luann took a moment to talk with Ebony to make sure that everything was fine between the two of them. And Ebony let her know that they are fine. She just needed to let all the ladies know exactly where she was coming from and that she didn't mean to be preachy. She was just trying to let them know who she was, and she was trying to figure out who they are. And Luann says, well, I'd like to eat now. And I totally get it. It's pretty late in the evening, and they had been arguing back and forth and drinking. It's time to eat. So when they sit down at this table, can I just tell you, those flowers were gorgeous. They were dark but beautiful, and it looked really romantic and kind of whimsical. It didn't look really goth and dark. It was absolutely beautiful.
Good, Leah, or not?
I don't know, Leah. What do you want, baby?
Well, why are you crying so bad?
I just want to share that my grandma passed this morning.
Oh, Jesus.
Now, I am so sorry to hear about Ebony's grandmother, and I'm sorry about Leah's grandmother as well. Both of these ladies were suffering so bad around the same period of time, and I just can't believe that Ebony held on to that information about her grandmother as long as she did. My heart really goes out to Ebony and Leah. I'm really sorry for their loss. Now, this whole thing with Sonia and the tattoos and what she thinks about it, the thing is, let it go, Sonia. You may not have said it in words, but you have made multiple comments. Last season, you made comments about Leah's tattoo. Last episode, you made disparaging remarks about tattoos. And here's the thing, I don't have any tattoos. I have no thought of getting any tattoos. Tattoos are not my thing, but a lot of my family members have tattoos, and a lot of my good friends do too. And some of them are absolutely gorgeous. Just because I don't have tattoos does not mean other people can't. Some people absolutely love them. They look at them as art, and that's their business. If you don't want a tattoo yourself, fine, don't get one. But don't judge other people because they have them. It's not your business, and it's not your body or skin. Let it go. That's all. So Leah and Ebony are the only ones that get tattoos. Ebony gets a tattoo to honor her grandmother, and Ramona did have a point. She tells her, maybe you should wait a little bit because you're so emotional about this before you make this decision. But she goes ahead and goes through with it, and she gets the tiniest tattoo. It has a complete fit. She says that she thought she was stronger than this. That daggone tattoo was so small, I had to squint. I said, oh, did she get one? You know, Salem is haunted and everything, but that place is gorgeous. Really, really beautiful. I wouldn't mind a drive-by, you know, through Salem. I could drive by, not get out, you know, just drive by and take pictures from the car or the bus, you know. So they're in Salem on Friday the 13th. That would cause me to call Pastor Anderson because I would need a little extra prayer. Pastor Anderson, I am still here in Salem. It is Friday the 13th. Please, 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 let's have another prayer. I'm sorry, I don't play around. So Ramona calls Leah. She's got questions. She's got concerns. She wants to know what's going on. Where are we going? What are we doing? She's asking Leah about 32 questions in 2.5 seconds. I said, daggone it. It's like double dutch in this phone conversation. So then Leah calls Sonia, or Sonia calls Leah, either way. And as soon as she calls Sonia, I said, I bet Ramona and Sonia are together.
Oh my God, I just got off the phone with Ramona giving her the breakdown of the day, and I got a splitting headache when I was talking to her.
Really? I'm right here.
Honey, that was hilarious. That was hilarious. And you know, the crazy thing is, I've had something like that happen to me before. Honey, all I did was laugh it off. Girl, I'm sorry, but what I said was the truth. Okay, we still friends. All right, moving on. Now, I really appreciate that Ebony and Prashan had a good conversation. They talked it out. They laughed it out. Ebony says that she just needed these ladies to know who she was and where she was coming from, and now they can just kiki. And I said, all right, it is okay to have a good time and slide in some helpful information.
Last night was a lot.
I don't think so. I don't know. How did it look from your perspective?
You know what? I think it can be a little hard. It can be a little, we don't need the Malcolm X speech every minute.
But maybe they do need it. I'm with y'all. I could imagine if I'm a white woman at a particular age in life, and I live in my affluent elite bubble.
Right.
This shit probably is annoying at this point and tiring.
Right.
So I get that. I don't agree, but I get that.
Right.
Now that it's been said, Prashan, now we can go kiki.
I'm really glad that they had that conversation and now they can get to fun and laughter. So the ladies go to Pioneer Village, Salem, 1630. And I said, oh my gosh, this is cool. This is a place that I would actually visit. I would get off the bus, you know, for this little village tour. It was set up as if it was the 1630s. It does make you very thankful for the time that you were born in. It wouldn't have been good for me in 1630. And Ebony says the same thing. However, what I thought was a little weird, the people who work at the village let them know that they could all dress in 1630s costume. And it was different reactions. So Luann and Ramona, they were just too good for it. They were absolutely offended. Luann says she looks too good to wear that costume. And Ramona says, I don't want to wear clothes that have been on other people. I mean, they were just elitists, you know. Ebony couldn't wear the costume.
I mean, I didn't come all this way in life to look like that.
But I'm not dressing up in clothes that other people have been wearing. No way, Jose.
I'm not putting on the colonizer's uniform. I cannot do it. It runs up against my spirit.
So the only people that actually wore the costume, I believe, was Leah and Sonia. I don't know. Listen, I personally love a good costume, so I probably would have put the costume.
About the townhouse.
I know. I just like a cycle that goes on and on and on.
She's on a loop.
She's on the loop.
She's on the loop.
And I feel like I'm crazy on the loop with her.
No.
It's crazy.
But I don't have to drink, and I don't drink when I don't want to. So it's not the drinking thing.
Her constantly saying that she doesn't have an alcohol problem. And
She's got to
it's
get
like,
at
why
the
are you
townhouse.
talking about
She's
it?
over the ex-husband. I know, it's
And then the Morgan. And I just can't.
It's actually very sad.
I know, but to just not say anything and act like hee, I feel like, and we're
I feel
enabling.
you.
Do you know what I mean?
You might be. I mean, you know her better than I do. I might be. I don't want to do that. I don't want to normalize.
Exactly,
We're
because
normalizing it.
yes.
All
And I
right.
feel like that's what they've been doing for so long.
And that's why they're done.
Yes.
They're
They've been doing that shit. They've been enabling her for years, just letting her do this.
Ramona and I discovered that the water pill I was taking was dehydrating me when I was drinking, and I'd have one welcome drink and I'd be buzzed, really drunk.
Oh my God, she's talking about the water pill now.
It's the same stuff.
This is crazy.
It's the water pills.
But it's
it's
making
alcohol.
me feel like I'm crazy.
It's the bankruptcy. It's the divorce.
It's everything except the alcohol. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, listen. I agree with Leah. Sonia has been drinking heavily for the last few seasons. She has always lived in the past, and she is constantly talking about the Morgans and how the Morgans are her family. She's been divorced from that man for so long. And with the continued drinking, everything else that's going on in her life, I do feel as if Luann and Ramona are enabling her. So I have to agree with Leah. Now, her talking to Prashan about that water pill from last season, I have to call BS on that. Last season she tried to blame her drunken outburst, her falling out on the floor, all of that stuff on her taking a water pill and having drinks. I don't buy that. I really don't. And if that's the case, are you still taking your water pill? Because you're still having these same incidents.
Pee, I meant. Oh my God. Oh Jesus. What's the matter? Ramona, you gotta go in your bathroom. What'd I do? Go the other. I poop all over my. Did I walk in it? I don't know. No, I spilled makeup, silly.
Now listen here, Ramona. I think she's lying. That is really poop, and that's a problem. Why are you not making it to the toilet? And if you're right there in the bathroom, are you having slippage? What is going on? You are not getting by with that makeup. There is absolutely no makeup that you, Ramona, could have that matches the shade of poop. Girl, stop lying now. You pooped last season and now this season. And Ebony was on Watch What Happens Live, and she said that she knows the truth and that was absolutely poop. Now please get down to the comments to let me know. Do you think it's poop? That's a weird question. Goodness, peeps. Just bear with me. So they get to dinner, and the first thing Sonia says that is absolutely a lie. And she says, I don't really drink wine. I usually have white colored spirits, just 1 or 2 drinks, and then I'm done. No ma'am, you're a liar. You're a liar, ma'am. You don't just cut yourself off at 2 drinks, number 1. Number 2, you do drink wine. And girl, cut the crap. Last year down in Mexico, you were drinking rosé and Coke, which is absolutely disgusting, and your water pill. Girl, if you don't quit playing with us. Okay, so Prashan.
We're boring?
I just feel like you guys are being grandmas.
You don't call women grandmas. Are you fucking kidding me?
Tell them the
maybe
truth.
take
Guess
over the
what? You
room.
know where the f***ing door is? It's
Yeah,
right over there.
yeah.
You're not
I
having
don't
a good
think
time?
Leah is having-
No, she's not having a good time. We're boring. I'm a f***ing grandmother. Give me a break.
Sonia, you're always like, no one gets to know you.
So far, you have insulted both of us.
Sonia, and every time you talk,
excuse me for being mad.
twerk. You can't never be normal. You always want to be a clown.
I don't know if you know
You don't
you well enough
That's
when you
really
say that.
hard.
How dare you talk to her like that? And how dare you talk to any of us? Like, who the do you think you are?
I'm being what you
Time
guys
to hear the
say are-
food specials? Is this like about time?
I need food before I drink because
Brilliant.
I'm with a judgmental group here tonight. I just want to have fun with my friends and relax. But if I don't eat, I might act like a clown, which may be entertaining and fun, but not for Prashan.
Who's been dissing
I mean, who do you think?
What? No, I'm not a mind reader. Tell me. Who's dissing
Let me say it like this.
Yeah, say it.
Because I probably have had too much to drink.
Oh,
And
okay.
it made me my boy.
Okay, Prashan, now you're starting trouble, so spit it out.
Oh, God, you guys.
Spit it out.
It's been little jabs about you.
Like what?
No.
I don't know what you're talking about. And you need to fess up now
Okay,
if you're gonna say it.
so I feel.
So, just spit
Okay,
it out.
look,
This is
look.
getting a little much.
I don't like to look. I don't like to throw. I don't like to throw people under the. No, I'm just saying. I don't like to. Okay.
And honestly, there's so much bullshit going on.
everybody.
I'm out.
Ramona didn't go deep, but she said a little bit that she may not connect with you a lot.
Well, this season did need to be, woken up a little bit. However, it's not okay to call these women boring and grandmothers. It's a lot. And the fact that Leah got all bent out of shape saying it's not all right for her to call them grandmas. Well, okay, she can't call them grandmothers, but you can call all of them hoes and bitches. Okay. I think it's a difference. I think if somebody was sitting at the table and said, you are all acting like grandmas, it's a little difference from you're a hoe and you're a hoe and you're a hoe, bitch. I mean, that's different to me. I'm taking it seriously personal. But, the Countess took it extremely personal. She said, you don't call me a grandmother. You're calling me old and boring. The Countess let Prashan know the door is right there. You are free to go. I said, okay, Luann. Luann is not here for Prashan. Now listen, Prashan did a whole lot this evening. She really did. Now, jumping all down Sonya's back and calling Sonya a clown, it's not okay. Now, Sonya does act ridiculous. She does drink. She does too much. She's an embarrassment a lot of the times. But Sonya is our people. We know her. We don't know you, Prashan. The ladies got upset. Everyone came to Sonya's defense except for Ramona. And that ticked the girls off because Sonya is diehard Ramona. She will stand up for Ramona when Ramona is absolutely wrong. While they're going back and forth having this absolutely ridiculous exchange. So ridiculous that when the waitress came over to take their order, she said, is this a bad time? I said, oh my God, you people, can you go anywhere without acting a fool? Last year, it was Newport. Now in Salem. Somebody's gonna put a voodoo hex on you ladies. Go and act it up in public. Anyway, after Ramona is trying to cool things down, she's trying to be on Prashan's side. The woman has gotten up, danced on a table to try to be entertaining for Prashan's butt and to try to take some of the heat off. Prashan then throws Ramona under the bus. Honey, listen, girl, when you have one friend in the group, you don't throw that friend under the bus. She lets them know that she's fighting people. She's got lawsuits all over the place. She's fighting her ex-husband trying to get her eggs back. And Luann says, well, she don't care anything about your bad mood. You are not going to come in here and scrabble their eggs. I said, all right, Luann. Now, what got me is when Prashan said that she was a little drunk. And Sonya says, oh, you a clown? I said, oh, gosh, Sonya. Look, Sonya might be drunk, but Sonya is quick, okay?
Did anybody notice that Sonya was able to drink an entire glass of wine through her mask? She didn't spill one drop. I said, now that's a professional wine drinker. And that was extremely odd. Sonya also made the comment that Prashan is a life coach, and she said that she would never take any advice from Prashan. I must have totally missed that. I had no idea that Prashan is a life coach. But I would have to agree with Sonya after this behavior. I wouldn't be taking any advice from Prashan.
By the time Prashan got back to the library where the rest of the girls were, she tried to pass it off as being drunk, and Leah said, no, no ma'am, don't even try it. I know drunk. And she absolutely does. Ebony gives Prashan the opportunity, the chance to just apologize to the ladies, to say, you know, I'm sorry for how I acted, whatever's going on. And Prashan sort of doubled down on it. She continued to call Sonia a clown. Ramona was over talking to Leah, you know, doing that thing that she does, but I love you, and all that other crap, tried to get Leah to forgive her for her bad behavior. Leah's crying and carrying on. It was just a lot going on. Prashan then calls Sonia a hoe. Everyone gets completely upset. I said, you know what? Why doesn't everyone just go to bed? Everyone grab yourself a glass of water, some Tylenol or some Advil, something. Go on to bed. Say a prayer for your safety and go on to sleep. This is ridiculous. You people are screaming. You're acting a fool. Ramona and Sonia earlier were in the daggone hotel elevator. Sonia was rolling around on the floor. I said, this is ridiculous. And this is every season. Every season these women just act up everywhere they go. Listen, this was entertaining, but bad at the same time, because Prashan, you just met this group and you have already started on a bad note. Now, with that being said, I still would like to see Prashan more often on the show. I'm hoping that when the next episode comes on, she is clear-minded and she could offer these ladies some sort of explanation or apology for this weird, out-of-control behavior. Oh, gosh. You guys, I really don't know what's happening this season. I really don't. The Real Housewives of New York is totally different than what we're used to, but the same, sort of. I'm not gonna lie, I miss Dorinda and I miss Tinsley. I really do. So I don't know. Next week it looks as if things are gonna get a little physical, which, oh gosh, I hate a girl fight. Anyway, you guys, get down in the comments. Let me know what you thought. What did I forget? What did I miss? Let me know. And until next time, bye.